Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Master Wing channel. We're hopping right into a casual game. Casual but competitive. We're always trying to pull out a W. But here's our starting hand. I like the Eastern Kingbird right away just because more players are playing in the forest now. And we don't have to draw from the tray. We just get to start with it. Prairie Manager, only need 2 birds to qualify. So that's my thinking behind the bonus card. And then Savi's Warbler. I think that's all I really want. The card access or the card draw, just on a very basic level, usually helps the player win. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but card access is huge in this game called Wingspan. We do get to go first, and the red-winged blackbird is in the tray. I think that is a turn 1 pickup, and that could help me with my egg supply. We are going to cut out some of the long turns, some of my opponent's turns, and we'll see how this goes. I've never played this player before, but we are still just learning. We are not masters of the wing yet. We are in pursuit. So turn 2, after the red-winged blackbird pickup, we get the kingbird down before my opponent gets a forest bird down. So hopefully that pays off. Interesting play. The first play, common starling. So maybe they've got, I don't know, a raven or some means of getting extra food, or maybe they just want to dig. But we'll get the blackbird down first, draw cards, tuck and lay, and then go to work with Savi's Warbler. Looks like my opponent drew birds and got the Pesquet's Parrot. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but if I have a nectar in my supply, that will give my opponent a nectar in their supply. And we pull a Plains Wanderer. That qualifies for my Prairie Manager bonus card. And we tucked that Eurasian bird. Was it the Nutcracker? Something like that. And here we go, Kingbird activating. Pink powers are huge in Oceania. And since that brown power only activates if I have a nectar, that makes me want to spin the nectar right here for Savi's. So, yeah, in a 1v1 game, there's a lot of ways I'm finding to avoid those brown powers that are dependent on the other player. I think it's, well, I might jinx myself, but it seems too easy to avoid some of those players. You know, even the South Island Robin that we're staring at. If another player has a worm in their supply, you know, that just incentivizes the other player to get rid of it or not gain it. I don't know. Probably an opportunity there, but just a little observation. I think the mistletoe bird is not a bird I'm going to play. It doesn't really matter what we tuck. The first end-around goal and the second end-around goal are pretty much opposites. We're going for birds equal to or less than 3 points. And then in round 2, we're going with birds greater than 4. So pretty unique end of round goal setup. I think the red-shouldered hawk is playable. We do have the egg for it. Do we play it now or then? I think we draw cards in case we get something better. You know, we might pull something nice, maybe a predator or laughing kookaburra. Wood stork might work. And the yellow-billed cuckoo, that could come in handy. I'm here for it. And the black naughty, so naughty. And the magpie lark. I like all 4 of those cards. So now we have something to work with here. And we will save the red-shouldered hawk for the last turn of the round. Hope y'all like the sped up footage. And we're tied at the end of round goal, so I'm hoping we pull it off with the hawk. I'm always curious when you start digging with Savi's Warbler and you have that blackbird, there's always that chance you could pull off a full tuck which is just so satisfying, especially in Oceania. And the Black Naughty could add a little bit to our wetland engine. So I still have that option open, but I've got a Plains Wanderer, the Magpie Lark. That would complete my, well, not complete, but get me some bonus points on the low end. And then this Cuckoo, if my opponent does build out a grassland, I think the Cuckoo could be huge for us. They played the Clark's Grebe, and I don't think it's a Hummingbird game. I don't really want to help out my opponent, and since I have a Hawk and maybe some extra cards to discard, I don't think I'm going to rely heavily on a black-chinned Hummingbird. And let's see here. What do we need? Of course, we take the Nectar, and we fail on the Predator Hunt. Bummer. If you are a subscriber to this channel, I appreciate your support. We have a goal to reach 500, and we're at 269 at the time of this recording. So if you like anything you see, the commentary, the gameplay, I mean, of course, the product here, credit to Monster Couch, Elizabeth Hargrave, Stonemaier Games. It just created such a great game. But if you like any of that stuff, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. We are growing, slowly but surely. Okay, so Sandhill Crane goes down for my opponent, and Dark-Eyed Junco, that kind of synergizes well. Of course, you tuck with the Junco, you gain that seed, and then you discard that seed for 2 tucks with the Crane. I think I would have those birds flipped in an ideal situation. You'd want the Junco to come before the Crane activation, but still, that makes me think this yellow-billed Cuckoo will come into effect. And any extra eggs, I'm all for it. It feels a little wrong, but I'm discarding the Wood Stork right now. I've only got 5 birds on the board. It doesn't really go with a bonus card yet. And I wanted the food more, honestly. I'm happy with my Prairie Manager bonus card. I'm going to throw down the Black Naughty eventually. And we're going to gain food, we're going to draw cards, but the grassland is pretty much going to be reserved, I think, for maybe some bigger point birds. At least that's the plan right now. You know how Wingspan, it's changing all the time. The Magpie Lark qualifies for the end-around goal, so we go ahead and get that down. I'm assuming their Pesquet's Parrot's going to activate here. Some of those are a little unavoidable, but my opponent does need eggs, so I'm expecting a yellow-billed Cuckoo activation here soon. And that would let me go right into the Black Naughty. Oh, they did not lay eggs. They gained food while I had the Nectar, so I guess we couldn't avoid that. But they have to lay eggs sometimes because we're not giving it to them. We will bide our time and draw some cards here. The Shrike Thrush is probably hot garbage for us. Kelp Gull, not about it. Kingfisher and the Frigate Bird. Interesting, another 9-point wetland play. I think I'm going to press pause on that and figure out if I want to play that later. So we could go Frigate Bird or the Naughty. Both 9 points. So the Frigate Bird has an interesting power. All players may discard an egg from a wetland bird. Each player then can get a food if they do so. There's that Cuckoo activation. We will take it. Let's see. 2 turns left. I do want to get this 9-pointer down. I'm leaning towards the Black Naughty because my eggs are so precious right now. I know the Frigate Bird could kind of bounce off that red-winged blackbird, you know, discarding that egg, but if I'm going to be playing a lot of birds, I feel like I need the eggs, so I'm leaning towards Naughty. And maybe we play the Frigate Bird later for a bird bomb. But you can see I don't really have an engine going. I've got 6 birds down, And it's one of these games I feel like where we're just going to have to play birds that match either bonus cards, end around goals, or just high points. So we're going to go with the naughty. Maybe we get a cash or two. I think that brown power might be slightly more helpful anyway. We'll see. I think if I had more egg generation from either on the wetlands, maybe a Pukeko or another blackbird, I would go with the frigate bird, but not today. It's not going to be one of those games. Oh, shoot. So House Wren double play into Chihuahuan Raven. I don't know if I need to introduce the Raven, but just in Oceania, being able to grab 2 nectar while laying eggs, it's an extremely strong bird. And Black Naughty, let's go. We'll take 1 fish. That's fine with me. And we didn't draw anything great that time either, so a little disappointing there. We're going to have to do some more digging. Hopefully we can get rid of all these extra cards. I'm not sure. I think this Magpie Lark, I can't forget. We don't want to keep this fish. We're done with it. We're done with it. Rufus Owl, Red-Eyed Vireo, here we go. Like I was saying, that Magpie Lark, don't let me forget to discard 2 eggs off it, or keep 2 eggs in the forest. I think the Cuckoo should keep laying on that Kingbird so we can activate it at the game end. And there we go, the Green Emu out in front on the EOR. And American Woodcock, I think that is a must grab for us. So we will go ahead and dig some more. Oh, Black Naughty failed me. And Great Blue Heron. Okay, so we've got some ammo here, and that may be my last time to draw cards. Got a couple 9-pointers. I've got a Great Blue Heron double play. I've got a Plains Wanderer. We even have a Rufus Owl that I don't know. Push comes to shove, we may put the Rufus Owl in, honestly. Splendid Fairy Wren, less than 30 centimeters. It's not really a board supportive of the Fairy Wren right now. Kind of taking inventory here. I think maybe we push for the Rufus Owl, because I think we still have enough turns that the Rufus Owl might help. It'll progress that forest a little bit, put 4 birds in that forest to EOR, and then I'll gain food at least 2 or 3 more times for these other big point birds. So I think that's my thinking. I think that's my strategy. Man, their grassland is looking scary. Raven, Crane, Junco, and oh, by the way, they have a Starling in the back, so if they have extra food, they can discard it for tucks at the end of the round. I know in the base game that would be a gnarly engine, but I don't know. We'll see if we can pull it out. I think I said in a previous video, they are debating these Wingspan tournament house rules, where you have to wait for the second round to play the Ravens, the Gull, or the Killdeer. We'll see what comes of that. I'm hoping it's enough information, a large enough sample size, and some accurate surveys to determine a result to remove house rules. Of course, we are biased there, but I just feel like 8 turns waiting to play a card, it's just really tough, especially if the opponent has a pink power down. Those 2 eggs turn into a 0-point play if you're using a Raven round 1 and your opponent has a pink power, so I don't know. It may be time. Anyway, no food, so we will go ahead and stock up here. We've got 2 eggs. I didn't use the Vireo. I didn't think I'd need it. Maybe I should have done a double play a while ago, but at the time it really didn't seem worth it. We'll see. And we will take the nectar as we get it. I really like the sound effects of this game. We don't really talk about it much, but every little click or bird, I mean, the game would be, let's be honest, a little bit more boring if you didn't have those. Oh, nice success there, Hawk. If they didn't have those little intricacies, you know, the little sound effects. Makes you feel like you're really winging it, you know what I mean? And my opponent laid eggs there. No surprise. Let's see, we got 4 bird. They've got 4 nectar, bro. Could they do a triple play? Surely not. If they do a triple play, more power to them. So, man, we could. So I want to play the American Woodcock, but I kind of want to play it in the grassland and risk it. I kind of want to keep one of. I don't know. I just want to keep my eggs right now. It's kind of a 2 versus 1 scenario. We could play the American Woodcock in the forest, obviously. But if I play it in the grassland, that's just another opportunity for the Plains Wanderer to look at a bonus card. Just kind of guessing what my opponent might do. I think I'm gonna go with the grassland here. It's slightly risky, but surely they're not gonna do a triple play. Nice 8-point play there. And moment of truth. What is this raven got up its sleeve? And they play a forest bird. What is it? The gray freaking warbler into cockaded woodpecker. So they did do a double play. Dang. Now I'm wondering, are they going to play a 4th bird? They still have a nectar and a seed that they need to use. Do they have another forest bird up their sleeve to tie this into round goal? Dang. I think tying this into round goal, the swing of it, I would be losing what? Let's see, 6-3. We'd each get 4 points. I'd be losing 2 points and they'd be gaining 1. It's a 3-point swing. Man, this sucks. I really don't want to lose this end around goal. I'm doing it. Probably a misplay. I think it may be a little conservative, but I'm playing a 5th bird just in case they do another bird in the forest. Hopefully they don't. They do not. Okay. So I guess we didn't need to play the Nightingale. It was only a 1-point play, but that's okay. They could have played the American Robin in the forest, but instead they put it in the grassland, and now that forest engine is a 4-5. Let's see. I'm taking off 1 with the cuckoo, so that's 4. They're taking off 1 egg with the raven, so that's 3. Then they are tucking 2 with the wheat, so that's 5. And then they're tucking with the Junco. That's a 6-point engine, I think, when it's all said and done. Will we have enough? They are probably going to win this end of round goal. I don't think I'm going to get 5 grassland birds down. And this cuckoo may be the MVP or MBP most... No. Yeah. MVB, the most valuable bird here, because it is activated several times against a grassland that would probably kill me in the base game. And it may kill me now, honestly. We'll see. I'm happy we have wetland birds. I don't really want... So 4 turns left. I don't want to be drawing cards anymore. Kind of going with what I got here. And do we activate the Nightingale? Let me see. I guess we'll take the bunting. We did activate the Nightingale. And of course, this red-shouldered hawk was unsuccessful. Let's see here. Purple Gallinule. Interesting. We are losing all of the nectar battles. We've for sure lost it in the forest. He's got 5 and 5. Let me see, 80. Man, I think if I'm him, I just lay birds. Lay eggs. Oh, shoot, what am I doing? Okay, we'll talk about it later. Plains Wanderer, so I only get to pick one of these. Ecologist, Viticulturist, or Wildlife Gardener. I think Ecologist is the move. 6 points. So I made a mistake there. I got happy with the Plains Wanderer, a little excited. I looked at the Fairy Wren right after I clicked. Just playing too quickly, honestly. It's not a make or break, but I would have been able to see one more extra card if I play the Fairy Wren instead. That's okay. The Fairy Wren was out of sight, out of mind, just because I didn't have a lot of birds under 30 centimeters. But we will play the Fairy Wren at the end of the game with my Yellow Power Magpie Lark. It won't be an awesome play, but it'll at least be something. I think that's okay. And Ecologist isn't bad either. I think we're going to turn that into a 2, 4, 6. I guess an 8-point bonus card. That'll be okay. We are going to lay eggs here. I need to stack up on eggs. Our turns are running out quickly. The kelp goal is done. We are utilizing all those extra cards as best we can. And we'll throw all of these eggs in the grassland in hopes to make use of this Magpie Lark. And then my last 2 turns, I will gain food, play the double play into the wetlands, and then we'll have enough for the Fairy Wren at the game end. And see where we lie. See where we lie. We have enough eggs for everything. And I think we did all right. We did all right. I don't think we're going to set any records today, but Rufus Owl did okay. The Cuckoo has been fantastic. And the early red-winged blackbird helped me get on that scoreboard for Tux. All right, Nightingale, do we need you? Let me see. 2 fish, 1, 2. I don't think we need the Nightingale here. Let me see. Fish and a worm for Great Blue Heron, then a fish nectar worm for the frigate bird, and then we'll have 2 worms remaining for the Fairy Wren, if I'm counting that up correctly. It's one of those games where every point may matter, and they have a starling, so any extra food that they get is going to be points for them. We went without the Nightingale. I think the Hawk missed. But let's see, 9 plus 5, that's 14. Minus the egg cost, we got a 10-point play coming up. Can we overcome these tucks of this Sandhill Crane Raven? Also interested to see his bonus cards. Please stick around to the end of the game. We're going to look at their bonus cards. I feel like it's, a close game. Our major strength here, I think, is end of round goals. And I think we've got some major bird points on the board here. We did pull out that grassland nectar battle, so we were okay there. And I don't know, it came together nicely. We kind of started in the wetland, migrated to the forest, and then that grassland has just been bird bombs for the most part. And there we go. We only have 3 eggs, people. Here goes this Magpie Lark. We can play the Fairy Wren. And what are we going to lay? 3 eggs? Okay. It's probably not the power play we needed. Let's see. Let me know in the comments what you think. I know we made at least one mess up with that Plains Wanderer. There's probably a couple others. I think I got rid of that Wood Stork we maybe could have played. Not a perfect game, but it was a fun one. Inexperienced Somersaulter. GG wherever you are. And 65 bird points. Let's go. 11 bonus cards. Looks like my opponent struggled there. Okay, this might not be a close game. I thought it was going to be closer. These tucks, he's going to come back. Okay. And Nectar, 121, 104. Bigger differential than I thought. 65 bird points. 11 bonus points in that end around goals. Let's check out his bonus points. That Ecologist did come in clutch. So thank you, Plains Wanderer. Bird Feeder. It's one of my least favorite, and Wetland Scientist struck out on that one as well. Man, what a great game. I think it was unique enough that this deserves an upload. Of course, it was against a Chihuahuan Raven, so that always makes the game exciting. The Raven is not an auto win. Got 14 birds on the board, and I like how the yellow end powers can stack up on each other. You can just keep playing yellow power birds and they'll all activate at the end of the game. Thank you for watching, everybody. We're going to show the scoreboard one more time, 121 to 104. Have a great day. Peace.